You know, there's a number of different ways that we communicate. For the most part, I think women get this concept better than men. I'm sorry, guys, but it seems that we are pretty satisfied with regular, everyday conversations that don't go very deep. We can talk easily about sports or something that we saw in the news or vacation and activities our kids are involved in without blinking an eye. And that seems to fill our need for daily conversations most of the time. The problem with all this is that you are married to a woman. And she's probably fine with all the above, but she wants more. She wants to know what you think about the news and how you feel about things. She wants to know your ideas and your opinions. And these are things that come easy for her and are hard for most of us as guys. This is where many couples get in a standoff. She wants more, he's satisfied with less. Usually a woman pursues and tries to let him know this is important to her, but if he continues not to respond, she may eventually give up, and that is never good, not good at all. She had a need that she wanted her husband to meet, and he didn't. So what does she do now? We also know of couples where this is reversed. The husband does want more communication than the wife does. So if this is your marriage, there are others in your same boat. But since the majority of couples have the wife wanting more communication, let's unpack that one just a little more. Most guys never had deeper conversations modeled. Most guys are scared to death of being vulnerable. Most guys don't want to go deep, and we can do all kinds of unhealthy things to keep from going there. Here's my counsel. First, agree to try. Just a commitment to try at some level will be encouraging to your wife. Second, pray for God to help you. That probably actually should be your first step. Third, start slow. Instead of just sharing information with her, also share what you think about it or any ideas you have from that information. And that's a huge step forward. And you're still going to be able to breathe, I promise. The fourth step, it's a little tricky, but you can take it slow as long as you don't get stuck. You got to keep moving forward. This is where you share what you feel. Doesn't mean screaming because you're angry. Think about it this way. You're not sharing your feelings with the world. You're sharing them with the person who chose to live her life with you. The person that longs for a deeper relationship with you. God equipped her to come alongside you in this. Set your fears aside and go for it. So here's the hypothetical situation. At work today, Bob was fired. It came out of the blue. He was your best friend, but Bob's a good guy and you enjoyed talking with him. Usually when you get home, you would say something like, "Hey, Bob got fired today. I hate that. He's a good guy." So what if you take it just a step farther? What if you say something like, "Sometimes I think my company is unfair. I don't like that about them." Or you could go deeper and say, "Deep down it scares me that I could have the same thing happen to me." Sure, that's a little risky, but I promise you that your wife, after she comes to, will be right there with you and encouraging you. The first time's the hardest, but this is what I think will happen. You will feel better. You'll experience the freedom that comes with vulnerability. One other thing, I'm not saying that you have to do this every day, but get comfortable with it so on the days you need to go there, you can. Now, ladies, when he takes that risk, your role is to affirm him and to encourage him. If it goes pretty well the first time, then there's a good chance it's going to happen again and again. So guys, what is your deepest fear in doing this? How about sharing that with your wife? And finally, God will equip you in this. He wants you to trust him. Going deeper hits touch points that otherwise would go untouched. Don't miss these opportunities.